My paper examines a well-known Korean devotional screen, which is now in the collection of the National Museum of Korea. The double-sided single-panel lacquer screen on wood core is 21 by 13 centimeters in size, and all of the images on both sides are formed by brush-painted lines of gold pigment. The screen is famous for at least 4 reasons. First, it is the earliest dated painting by a known Koryô period artist. There is an inscription between the 2 wooden feet. At the bottom, the feet were probably designed to be inserted into a porcelain or metal stand. And the inscription informs us that the work was executed in the year 1307 by an artist named No Yông. Second, it features on the front side of the panel the earliest dated Korean painting of the Buddha Amitabha with 8 Bodhisattvas. What I find troublesome is that this side of the panel has been seen as consisting of 2 independent scenes documenting 2 unrelated man-to-divine relationships in 2 different historical periods. Wang Gôn of 10th century, Wang Gôn of 10th century, and No Yông of the 14th century. About the prostrated figure on the left, Moon Myung-dae has suggested that it may be a painter colleague of No Yong's, but it's very hard to know. I propose that the composition calls for a more holistic reading. As you'll see, only when the 2 halves of the vertical composition are read as a cohesive whole, an integral narrative system, does it become possible to understand that this entire panel is about what is arguably the greatest East Asian tradition of secular transgression, sustained for centuries by its built-in religious justification, namely acts of subversion in the name of heavenly mandate, Hyangming, or Changmyeong. One cannot help but wonder if No Yông was relying on certain visual habits of Koryô period viewers to draw a parallel between the exemplary visitors of the island of Butakala and the artist and his patron's connection to the island of Ganghwa. If this connection needs to remain an unsettled question, at the least, the visual resonance between the 2 prostrated figures in the lower left corner from the respective deities cannot be dismissed as coincidence. The visual parallel between the prostrating figures, in terms of both their posture and directionality, was most likely staged in order to legitimize and valorize the transgressive actions or intentions being fostered on the island of resistance. The Song landscape technique of separating and connecting here and there with a body of white waves and misty vapor provided an excellent means by which to distinguish the past from the present while also integrating them into a time continuum.